Welcome back to another episode of 40 Facts About the 40K Universe. I am your host, Gershwin, and you are watching One Mind Syndicate. Today we continue talking about Imperial Guard, as we get into Psykers of the Imperial Guard. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We post Warhammer 40K content every single day, and of course, if you have any suggestions, comment down below. But with that said, let's get into 40 facts on the Imperial Guard Psyker. Ruinous powers, highly destructive capabilities, a wild card, capable of turning the tide of war. These are the thoughts of many in the Departamento Minitorum when the idea of a Psyker comes into their minds. For the troops that must serve alongside these beings, they are enigmatic monsters, drawing upon eldritch forces, kept in check only by the steady shot of a commissar's bolter pistol. Psykers are feared throughout the Imperium with good reason. On feral worlds, witches conjure demonic powers and break all laws of nature. On more civilized worlds, those who are shown to be psychically active rarely have the time to even realize the power they hold before they are captured and taken to the dreaded black ships. From there, they either prove themselves useful enough to serve wherever needed, or prove too wild and dangerous to be allowed to live. Those that come up wanting are taken to Terra. Once there, they will join tens of thousands of more Psykers in giving their souls to sustain the God Emperor for another day. While Psykers are feared and distrusted throughout the Imperium, the Empire of Mankind could not function without them. Psykers are the links that hold the human-settled galaxies together. Psychic communication is the only means the Imperium has to communicate over the vast distance of space. Astropaths relay orders, allowing the sweeping forces of the Imperial Army to spread across the galaxy. Without Psykers, the Imperium would fall apart, with all of the many worlds man has claimed being unable to communicate with even the lords of their sectors. However, every Psyker is also a grave danger to those around them. Each Psyker is a gateway through which the demons of the warp may enter the material world and bring destruction to mankind. Thus, the collection and training of those who show signs of their power is a serious and often brutal undertaking. Those who brandish the power of the warp in the hopes of building cultish power often meet very swift ends at the hands of a dreaded Inquisitor. However, those wise ones will prove themselves useful enough to benefit mankind. Clever and competent wide-drave Psykers may be put to use by the Imperial Guard, or find a place in the Imperial Navy, giving Imperial commanders advice pulled from the ether. Particularly talented Psykers may be called in to serve the Inquisition. Many Psykers are branded and marked, ensuring that they may be easily identified and punished for any unusual activity, wherever they may be. Psykers play an important role amongst the ranks of the Imperial Guard. Gather into large psychic choirs, a group of Psykers can weave their powers together to perform extraordinary feats. As they gain experience, Psykers can even ascend to the ranks of a Primaris Psyker, accompanying Imperial commanders into battle and summoning incredibly destructive powers to turn the tide of war. These potent individuals are viewed with a mix of fear and awe by the general ranks of guardsmen, and having a Psyker attached to an Imperial Guard squad can raise tensions considerably. The Imperium needs Psykers, but only those who can use the unstable powers of the warp for the good of mankind. When the seat of power is found on any Imperial world, they are gathered, sedated, and sent away on board the dreaded black ships. They are tested, and those found worthy are selected to attend the revered Scholastica Psychana, where they may learn to control their powers. But of these countless Psykers, only a very small percentage will leave alive. Most meet their end in the deadly trainings or are executed by the overseers when their powers exceed their control. If they are to control the energies of the Immaterium, they must first learn its true nature. Many are driven mad when they first look into the rolling energies of the warp and see it staring back at them. Those who survive their trials may become sanctioned Psykers. Once sanctioned, a Psyker may be approached by certain powerful individuals if they have shown exceptional power and control. For most sanctioned Psykers, they will get their chance to serve the Imperium and prove their loyalty to the Emperor amongst the ranks of the Imperial Guard. Psi power is a raw measure of the Psyker's power and his ability to draw power from the warp. The higher a Psyker's PR, the more powerful he will be. PR usually ranges from 1, being a novice Imperial Psyker or petty warp witch, to 10, a monstrous greater demon or masterful Eldar Farseer, though in some extremely special cases, it may go higher. A starting sanctioned Psyker of the Imperial Guard usually has a Psi rating of 2, with a Primaris Psyker reaching 5 or 6 at the highest of his power. Sanctioned Psykers' individual relative weakness is the reason why they gather in circles when in service to the Guard, as their combined power allows the circle to face off against a truly powerful Psyker and prevail where each sanctioned Psyker individually would be swept away. Unfortunately for the Guardsmen fighting the Imperium's war, the Psykers of the Imperium are not the only beings in the galaxy who can wield the foul powers of the warp. From mysterious Eldar Farseers and vicious Chaos Sorcerers to unpredictable Orc Weirdboys and the ominous Zoanthropes of the Tyranid Hive Fleets, powerful psychic individuals stand amongst the ranks of almost all of the enemies of mankind. Simply seeing the destruction that can be brought by these individuals can drive a Guardsman mad. There are also those Guardsmen that find the connection to the warp on the battlefield. These are Guardsmen that have gone through the entire training regime without showing signs of psychic powers, but have developed them because of a stressful scenario in the field of battle. To the shock of their comrades, these new Psykers perform miraculous feats of power, like shooting etheric flames from their hands, evaporating a charging enemy force, or receiving a premonition of an ambush seconds before the attack is actually sprung. When this happens, the majority of their comrades will be thankful that their lives were saved, but will quickly realize that they are lucky to be on the right side of the unreal flame. When a new Psyker is discovered within the ranks of the Imperial Guard, the process is always to send the Guardsmen to High Command to be dispatched to Terra. But in certain situations, like this one, the circumstance of the battlefield might prevent the removal of the newly born Psyker. When this happens, it is to the discretion of the highest-ranking member of the regiment to decide whether to keep the Psyker until the opportunity to send them out is available or to terminate him. If the regiment or unit keeps fighting alongside the Guardsman that has these new powers, they run a number of risks that come with novice Psykers. The Guardsman might become a portal for a demonic incursion, or he might uncontrollably start to cause brain aneurysms to anything that is within arm's length. If the commanding officer decides not to take the risk and kill the Psyker, he risks upsetting the entire regiment who just witnessed the Guardsmen save their lives. They also run the risk of Psykers fighting back and causing even more chaos. What some commanding officers have done is order the new Psyker to venture alone to the front lines. Their hope is that the enemy will kill the Psyker, and if not, they will be the ones to suffer the wrath of this untamed monster. And those were 40 facts on Imperial Guard Psykers. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, share it with your friends on Facebook or Twitter. Any Guardsman player out there, share this video with them. I bet they're going to enjoy it. A couple days ago, we were telling you guys about an invitational by the Iron Sleet team. We gave you a link to their Instagram and to their website. They are running a campaign called Thorn's Moon Campaign, and we really dig it. So we wanted to promote it and tell you guys to participate. We were also giving away a box set of the Militarum Tempestus Scions. It's 5 miniatures that you can convert and change up to fit a regiment to fight in Thorn Moon's campaign. The winner for that is gonna be that guy. Now, thank you so much for participating. All you have to do is send us your address. Let us know that you won, of course. And you could do that either by messaging us here on YouTube, hit us up on Facebook or Instagram. And everybody that participated, thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in and listening to us and staying to the end of the video to find out about the giveaway. Again, check out Iron Sleet. Their whole campaign is absolutely amazing, and I recommend you guys following them on Instagram just because they are an awesome person to follow to have on your feed. It's very inspirational to see all of their just awesome models. Now, yeah, thank you guys so much for participating. We have other giveaways coming pretty soon. If you guys have any suggestions as to topic ideas, please comment down below. We are scanning through all the comments and trying to figure out some good topic ideas for you guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much for listening, guys. This was Gershwin with One Mind Syndicate, signing out.